Hi, it's Dennis Daly. You know, sometimes you find a piece of tape that's really precious, but it sounds horrible. So bear with me on this one. I went to Washington, Indiana Catholic High School. The public school team across town, well, we knew we'd lose every year when we played them in basketball. But one year we didn't. Here's the report I filed back in the mid-1970s, and grit your teeth about the audio.
It had been some 11 years since the Cardinals beat the Hatchets, but last night the Redbirds did it with a new Hatchet gym. The final was 70-64. And it was the usual noisy crowd coming out of the gym after the game was over. There were other manifestations of excitement around town, including these sounds that I picked up last night. 34 minutes after 9 on a Wednesday evening, and St. Simon's church bells are ringing. One would think that the Pope has died. Either that or it's 65 years ago, and somebody's trying to get enough people together to fight a fire. But the bells are not the slow ringing you hear when someone dies, but the quick, joyous sounding of the bells when something good happens. And at least if you were for Washington Catholic, it was a good night. Not since 1963 has Washington Catholic High School beaten their arch rivals, the Washington Hatchets, in a regular season game, or in any game for that matter. And so, with bells ringing and other ways of celebrating, such as cars honking their horns, people hanging out windows, and just making noise in just about any way they can, a very happy crowd of people is celebrating a victory. The last time the Cardinals won, of course, was in the old gym. That was some 11 years ago. And a lot of young people don't even remember that. If you were a cheerleader back then, as I was, you remember it. You don't expect the Cardinals to win every year or every other year, for one has to face the fact that it's the big school against the small school. But it is a traditional rivalry. And of all the things that are interesting about high school basketball, traditional rivalries are one of the most interesting facets. So, the Washington Cardinals, at least for right now, have defeated the Washington Hatchets. There is, of course, the sectional upcoming, and another season after that, and another season after that. And who knows? It may be next year, it may be March, it may be 1985 before we see the Cardinals beat the Hatchets again. But at least for tonight, it's victory for Washington Catholic. Things will get quiet in just a little bit. Somebody will come and turn off the bells, no doubt. There'll be a lot of eating and drinking and merrymaking tonight. There'll be a lot of pretty tired kids when school comes tomorrow morning. But I guess it's good. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. And if you happen to like Washington Catholic, 11 years is not only a long time to wait, it's probably too long.
It was kind of David and Goliath for us back then, my old little Catholic school beating the public school. It doesn't happen that often. I'm Dennis Daly.